everyone, welcome back to Piggyback Parenting again. First off, I want to start by thanking all of my subscribers. That means so much to me, you guys, that you went ahead and subscribed. You four are the best. I also want to go ahead and apologize in advance for the way I look and the way I sound today. I threw out my back, shoveling, kinked my neck, sleeping, and now I have my daughter's cold. I actually wasn't going to do a video today, but then I decided I gotta go through with it. I want to talk to you guys about the New Year's coming up, and I also determined what better way to show off your piggyback parenting skills than by powering through it. I also have the mom bun accurate for this channel. Here's the thing that I found to be true once you become a parent, is we have no idea what we're doing. I created this channel because I was constantly looking for ways to be a better mom. And I found that, And I found that what made me the best parent was talking to other parents. My best parenting skills have come from other parents and their success, but also from their failures. So I want to incorporate that in today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about the things that we want to leave behind in 2021 and the new skills or whatever that we want to bring with us in 2022. Also, I want you to stick around to the end because I have found this really new cool thing that I want to start with my kids and I want to share it with you guys. Just a new tradition to bring into 2022 with us. All right, let's get into things that we want to leave behind us in 2021. For starters, I spent the year very unsure of myself. I wasn't sure I was on the right path, and because of that, I felt like I was in limbo a little bit with my career and just with my life. And that's not a very good role model trait to have. Another thing I want to leave behind in 2021 is self-doubt. I spend way too much time comparing myself to other people, and that's not good. We should be happy with who we are because of who we are. That's what makes us truly so special. I self-doubt a lot, especially with this channel. I'm a great mom, and I have the best kids to show for that. But why do people want to listen to me? What do I have to offer? And that's something that I want to change in 2022. I want to have more belief in myself, and because I really truly believe that this channel is going to do great things. Another thing I'm leaving behind in 2021 is I tend to have a bit of a short fuse, and I like to blame that on my Irish heritage. Although my husband doesn't think that I am Irish, but I am Irish. It happened too often this year that I could feel myself getting stressed, and instead of stepping away from the situation, I blew up at my family. And that's not fair to them. I always talk to my kids about everything, and especially if I'm in the wrong, I let them know. But it's not fair to them that they have to sit and be yelled at, especially when it's a situation where I can teach myself to calm down. And that's the thing that I want to bring into 2022 with me. Something I'm leaving behind in 2021, clutter. I'm going to do my best. Shawnee, if you're listening to this, I promise I'm going to do my best to declutter, but I need your help because I'm a bit of a hoarder. Nobody needs 100 pictures of stick people, but I can't get rid of them. I just can't do it. Probably the most important thing that I'm going to leave behind in 2021 is that I need to stop putting so much pressure on my oldest daughter, and I need to start putting more responsibility on my youngest. My oldest is the typical, I want to please everybody. I'm going to do what you need me to do to make you happy. And my youngest is the typical second child. She don't give up. I put too much pressure on my oldest to follow the rules, and I don't put that pressure on my youngest. And that's not fair to either one of them, because it's not fair to my oldest. She is getting the brunt of the punishments or the discipline, and my youngest isn't learning anything that's gonna benefit her in the future. So that's one thing that I need to change going into the new year. So all that stuff has been things that I want to leave in the past. It's things that I don't want to do in the future. Again, stick around to the end to find out this new tradition that I'm going to be starting with my kids. Let's get into things that we're going to change and that we're going to really commit to in 2022. Speaking of commit to, that's one of the first things that I want to do is I want to be more committed to everything. I am going to be more committed to this YouTube channel. I'm going to be more committed to preschool planning. I'm going to be more committed to working out. So it's not, it's a bunch of little things, but it's one big thing. It's one big, the commitment is what I'm going to really stick to this year. I feel that I could be so much more successful in anything that I do, the more committed I am to it. Because the more you put into the process, the more you're gonna see the results. So I can't wait to see where this newfound commitment sends me into the new year. Another thing I'm bringing into 2022 with me is confidence. I know what it is. I have some of it, but what I need to get that confidence back that I used to have. I used to literally walk around thinking, I don't need to go to school. I'm gonna be a famous singer one day. It didn't happen, obviously. Another thing is I'm gonna stick to a budget this year. Shawnee, if you're watching, I promise we're gonna stick to it. Not only is it gonna save us money, it's also gonna teach our kids that we don't need to go out and be buying everything that we absolutely think that maybe we kind of want. It's just not a good thing to teach our kids. This next one's a big one for me because I spend so much of my free time just watching stupid shows that don't matter. So what I'm gonna do this year is I'm gonna spend less time watching dumb shows and I'm gonna spend more time doing personal development type stuff. I'm currently reading this book called The Road Less Traveled. So far, I really like it. The very first line is life is hard, which it's true. Oh my gosh, that is so true. Life is so hard, but it's how we choose to see the hard is what matters. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a link to this probably in the comments or possibly just down below in the description. I'm also going to meditate every morning, stretch every morning, and try to get in some sort of exercise every day. Meditating is what's going to allow me to have less of a fuse with my kids and just in general. The more I meditate, the more that muscle memory will start to kick in and I won't be so stressed as much. I'm also gonna stretch every morning because I hurt my neck sleeping wrong and then I threw my back out shoveling because I hurt my neck sleeping wrong. So my back overcompensated for my neck. And it's starting to show my age. So I'm hoping stretching will help with that. And also exercise. I love weightlifting. I love it so much. I would say I get enough exercise in, but I think I can do more. Even if it's just walking, jump roping for 15 minutes. The more exercise I can get in each day, the more my endorphins will rise and the happier I will be. Last but not least, for my things that I'm bringing into 2022 with me is I need to do a better job planning. I am really great on my feet, but that only gets me so far. So 2022 for me is about proving myself wrong in my doubts and modeling the behaviors that I want to see in my girls. We are their biggest influencers, and so it's important for us to be our best selves so that they can be their best selves. All right, so now let's get into this new tradition that I have been talking about. Thank you for sticking with me for this long. I'm super excited about this. I think this is gonna be a great tradition. So I was listening to Tony Robbins the other day, and he was talking about how him and his family, every Christmas, they get together, they sit down, they listen to music, they go through pictures, and they just talk about, they go through each month. In January, what was your favorite moment from January? And they all write it down. What was your favorite moment from February? They all sit and write it down, and they look through pictures of these months too. But I want to take it one step further, and I think I have decided that I want us every week to go over what was your favorite moment of this week. And we'll write it down, and then we'll do the same thing the next week. Write it down, same thing the next week. Once the month is over, I want to go through all of those things that we have listed, and we're gonna pick one favorite thing, and we'll put it away in a box. And we won't look at it again for another year. And we'll do that same thing each month. So January, this was our favorite moment from January. This was our favorite moment from February. So we won't have to go back and think of a whole year when we do this at the end of the year. We'll just have to remember it that week and then that month. And then we'll also do pictures in there too. I think this is such a fantastic idea, and I'm so excited to do this myself. Shawnee doesn't know yet, but he will now. This is gonna be super exciting. And I honestly just think it's gonna be such a great bonding moment for our family. My guess is it'll be easier to do this with the kids when they're younger because we're here, we sit at the table, we're here, we're together all the time. I don't know what's gonna happen when they get older, and maybe this is something that's gonna have to evolve. If you do this with your family and you have older kids, can you share it down below so that us with the younger kids kind of know what we're getting into? All right, so now I've put my 2 cents in the piggy bank, and I'm hoping that you guys will share yours. What are you leaving behind in 2021 and what are you bringing with you in 2022? And you guys, I'm always open to any sort of thing that you want to talk about. So if you have any suggestions, comment below, or I will leave my email in the description box or somewhere, maybe in comments. I'm sorry, you might have to go looking for it this week. The more I get into this, the easier it'll be for me and I'll know exactly where everything is. So thank you for sticking around for this long, and to all 4 of my subscribers, you guys are the best. If I get more subscribers, you guys will also be the best. Again, just thank you so much for all your support. All right, bye now guys. We'll see you again next time.